This is Kijinrai,
It's a little cowboy.
and today we're reviewing Transformers Haslab Omega Prime. Let's take a look at the front of the box. As you can see, Omega Prime. Side of the box, Robots in Disguise Optimus Prime. Back of the box, Omega Prime. He comes with a base, sword, Matrix sword, Cerebros, Optimus Prime, super form of Optimus Prime, Ultra Blue Bolts, and that's actually female. Blue Bolts is female. And Ultra Magnus. Other side of the box, Art of Ultra Magnus, 40 Years of Transformers, 1984 to 2024. I mean, that was last year, but still. Transformers Ultra Magnus. And then, top of the box, Omega Prime. Optimus Prime, Ultra Magnus. And bottom of the box, barcode and the picture of the figure itself, Omega Prime. So now let's get them open out of the box. In this first box, it has Blue Bolts, as you can see, Cerebros, more stands and stuff, missiles for Blue Bolts, the instructions. Here's the base for the stands, different cool stuff like that. In the first box. In this next box, the Matrix sword in pieces,
Cool.
Make it like that so you can see all of it. In this next box will be Optimus Prime or Fire Convoy.
Can't really see too much of it. Let me just move it along a little bit.
And then in this next box, we have Ultra Magnus.
Still can't see much of it.
As you can see, there you go. All the die-cast parts come in separate containers so they don't get scratched right here.
Oh, that's cool.
Alright, so now let's get them out of the packaging. Okay, this is Optimus right out of the packaging compared to Studio Series 86 Optimus.
Wow.
This Optimus is much bigger and heftier than Studio Series.
Which one do you like more?
I think I like Fire Convoy or Optimus Prime from Robots in Disguise more.
Leave your votes out of the comments.
Yeah. So, as you can see, he's much bigger and heftier than the original version. The original version, you couldn't really just pick it up by the handle without it falling apart. But with this one, you can. Pretty cool, right?
Yeah.
And so let's move Optimus out of the way. Fire Convoy can go onto
this cool stand.
Yeah, the space bridge stand. So pretty cool. You can have them display them like that. And one of the cool features is that you can fit a headmaster in two different areas, or a Titan Master. You can fit the headmaster right here in the fire bucket.
Oh, that's cool.
And you can fit him up here in the tower bucket. So you can fit up there. That up there. And this can also extend too, like this.
Wow.
Pretty cool, right?
It's going off screen, but wow.
Yeah. Let's raise it. There you go.
Yeah,
that's how tall it can read.
Up to our second shelf from the table.
Yeah. So now he can do that. Let's fix this. He also has a fire cannon, or from these top, so his water guns right here. They're fully articulated.
Wow.
Pretty cool.
Do they have any blast effects?
They are blast effects compatible.
Did it come with any?
No.
Well, they already came with enough anyway, so.
Yeah, but I can still try it. I mean, as though it's not water. Oh, it can only go with the smaller blast effects. It doesn't work with the bigger blast effects.
Huh.
Anyway, but so keep that in handy, because Gabriel, a Kijin little convoy.
Yeah.
Look, you can use the blast effects here.
Oh, well, I guess you can't. Oh, wait, that's actually really good.
For the cannons. So that's pretty cool. So you can launch them. He has 4 cannons. They can all do that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pretty cool. You can fire missiles.
I don't know what fire truck needs that many missiles, but
Now let's transform him into robot mode. But before we get to transforming Optimus Prime, let's show off the little Titan Master, Cerebros. Here's his headmaster form, as you can see right here. Since we already have Cerebros, we already have Fortress Maximus, I made a text spec for him.
That's cool.
And let me read it out. The name that I came up for him was Citadel. Function, City Speaker, and Titan Master. Motto, a strong foundation builds an unbreakable future. Strength 3, Intelligence 10, Speed 6, Endurance 6, Rank 8, Courage 7, Firepower 2, Skill 9. Citadel is a headmaster and city speaker, possessing the rare ability to communicate with the ancient titans of Cybertron. Though physically small and not particularly strong on his own, Citadel's connection to the titans make him invaluable. Unlike many others, he does not see the titans as merely as war machines, but as ancient, powerful beings with minds and hearts that deserve respect. To him, they are the protectors and living embodiment of Cybertron's history, not just tools of destruction. His role as city speaker allows him to forge a deep bond with these mighty beings, unlocking and amplifying their power when the time comes. Though he is not a fighter, his understanding of Titan's immense potential allows him to guide and harness the energy in ways that others cannot. His friendship with Valor Prime is based on mutual respect, as Citadel's wisdom and counsel provides balance to the raw power of his larger allies. Though many underestimate him due to his size, Citadel's strength lies in unparalleled intellect and his rare collection to Cybertron's most legendary beings. He believes that true leadership comes from understanding and guiding, not commanding through force. His perspective on Titans and his role as a guide for them makes him an irreplaceable ally in the fight for Cybertron's future.
Cool.
And if you were wondering who Valor Prime is, this is Valor Prime. Since we already have many Optimuses, or Optimi, as you could say, we decided to give this one a name, Valor Prime. I'll read his text spec once we get into robot mode. So first, how you get into robot mode is that you take off this piece, right? You do that on both sides. Is the camera catching this little convoy?
Yes, I make sure.
So once you do that, you see the hands and everything are here. And then once you untab that, they should just fall off.
I can't believe you broke it.
Okay, little convoy. And then you see these little metal pieces in here? You fold them out. And then fold them down to the wheel. And then fold those forward. Once you do that, you unfold this whole cab section, revealing his legs. Fold them all the way down.
You could move your head down just a little bit. Yeah, there you go.
And you see his cannon is right there.
Wait, can I put this? Yeah.
There you go. We'll leave it to the side for right now. Fold out fold his leg forward. Fold his foot forward. Unfold his heel. And then once we have that, send him up straight. Push down there. Unfold the arm. So now you have his chest and everything. Pull down the arm. As you can see, the fist pops out. And then you push back up the arm so that there's no back to the fist. Do the same thing for the other side. Let me see if I can do that. There you go. Pop out the fist. Unfold the head. And there you have Valor Prime in his base robot mode. He has very different points of articulation. Ab crunch.
Nice.
Knee bend. Hip bend, hip articulation.
very
very
loud.
heavy ratchets because he has to like withhold the weight of the whole both combined modes. You know, arms like this, normal arm rotation, and his backpack is way smaller than the original, mostly because it doesn't have to have any of the battery components. And you know, that's pretty cool. So now let's get his trailer piece into base mode. Before we get to base mode, he also has like a different attack mode. You have to unfold these arm pieces to take them off.
Okay.
Unfold that, and these have little pegs on them. And so these apart, there's like missile pods right here. So what you have to do is unfold the feet, and then plug these in.
Wait, you said unfold the feet, but they're not feet.
They are feet. Well, they're
But-
not feet for right now, but you have to unfold the feet and then make sure they're on the peg. And here, there's one. Don't fall over Valor Prime.
That's actually kind of small feet, actually.
Yeah. There you go. And then unfold the other.
Foot.
Yeah. And there you go. He has missile pods. What this kind of reminds me of is the missile pods on Scourge.
Except he has a lot more. Like
Well, I
3
mean, they
times
both
as
have
more.
6. They
Well,
both have 6.
size.
Which is kind of fitting since he's supposed to be like an evil copy of Optimus Prime in that universe. So that's pretty cool.
Dang,
Now,
this is a lot smaller.
since we're already here, let me tell you Valor Prime's tech spec. Valor Prime. Function, Supreme Commander. Motto, a true leader shines brightest in the darkest times. Tech spec, Strength 10, Intelligence 9, Speed 8, Endurance 10, Rank 10, Courage 10, Firepower 9, Skill 9. Profile, a warrior of unmatched bravery. Valor Prime is a leader who never wavers in the face of danger. His powerful fire truck mode allows him to rush into the thick of battle, while his super mode grants him incredible strength and firepower. His burning justice cannons unleash a searing barrage of energy, capable of toppling even the strongest of foes. He believes in unity above all and will never leave an ally behind.
Cool.
Alright, now after I read that, let's get his rest of his trailer, or I guess a rest of his fire truck mode, into base mode. How we're first going to get him into base mode is we're going to raise the ladder.
Wow, it goes completely off screen. Without even being extended.
Well, anyway, we'll raise it afterward. And then, alright, now raise it, little convoy.
No, you should just tilt it. You should, most likely. Whatever.
So you have to fold out these cannons. Now let's go back down.
What?
Alright, after that, you have to take his arm pieces, so like these pieces right here, and put them in front. Right here. And fold his arm down. So they're like little missile cannons. And then fold the actual cannons to the front.
Kind of just looks like he's like holding a puppet like this, like that.
Well, I mean, they are his super mode hands. So.
Yeah, but still.
Fold out his other hand. Fold it down. Fold the cannons forward. Fold this piece forward. So it covers up his super mode head.
Kinda.
And then put the shoulder piece down. So you have to fold it forward.
Is like some sort of base.
Mm-hmm.
Like hold it up, yeah.
And then fold this piece forward as well. And now you have base mode. Pretty cool. It basically serves as, in the shell, as an area where Optimus Prime can heal himself. So that's pretty cool.
We should get a size comparison.
Size comparison to what, low convoy?
Bart.
Okay, cool. So now, one thing I do have to mention is that he is kind of out of scale with a lot of Transformers.
Yeah, it's pretty big.
Yeah. Compared to Scourge, Robots in Disguise version,
Of course.
he's much shorter in like proportion, and I feel like in the show they were at least the same size, or maybe even Scourge may have been a little bigger than Optimus in base form. And then here he is compared to normal Optimus Prime. No, still taller than him. Here he is compared to.
But can't really.
Let me move here. Is it firm now?
Yeah, there you go.
Here he is compared to Deathsaurus. And also, here's another comparison. Here he is next to Star Saber base form.
He's really tall. He should play Cybertronian basketball.
And here he is next to Goku, final form, Super Saiyan Blue.
You did not just specify everything about that.
Okay. Well, now since that's out of the way, let's transform him into super form. Now let's get him into super mode. First, what we're going to want to do is fold down this iron. As you can see, like that. Fold back the head. Fold down the arm. Well, fold out the arm. Push the arms out, but make sure the hand sheath is like right there.
Okay.
Fold down the arm. And now, the last part we need to do to get ready for super mode is fold out his like extending feet. Not this tall, but a little bit shorter. There you go. Just like that.
It's a little weird without all the accessories, but sure.
So after that, what we're gonna want to do is take his hands. This is this hand, I think.
Can't you see the difference between right and left hands?
Okay, little convoy.
Like, you have a left hand and you have a right hand. It's not that hard. It's not like you have a middle hand.
And then so after that, you basically fold in the arm, fold down all the pieces. You have that hand, and let's get the shoulder ready. Like that. There you go.
Is there any difference between the hands? Like, could you put this hand on this side?
There is a difference.
I thought so, but I wasn't sure.
Yeah, different flaps in different areas. Fold in the hand.
Wasn't there like a yellow version of him?
Yes, Splendid Convoy. That version is actually a female Autobot, leader from another universe, I think.
Yeah, because I remember him. I just don't remember.
See it? Search it.
Let's get the ad, little convoy.
It just popped out!
Alright, so after that intermission.
You want to break through the ads?
Okay. After you do that, you put the foot in. Like this.
But you got it.
Yeah, okay.
You can do it.
Let's see. Yes, let's go. Hold the other heel in.
I swear, if another ad pops up, I might actually start crying.
Well, I mean, this part is covered up, but you basically do the same part as the other leg.
Okay. Wait, move a little bit more like, yeah, there you go.
Thank you. Let's see if I can get this one too. Let's do this one on this side.
You can do it. I believe you do.
The thing is the leg is like hollow, so it's kind of hard to line up the clips. There you go.
That is really tall.
Yep.
You should be even better at basketball.
Now let's get this piece ready. The shoulder pieces fell off. Okay, so once we get the ladder into his like vehicle mode. Alright, so now let's get the final part done.
It's solid screen.
I know. Just
Okay.
fold down the head. Make sure you clip this clip. You see right here.
That clip, this one. If
Yeah.
you can't see, just like let you know, it's this clip specifically.
Into this clip slot. Let me fold back the
Clip
chest.
slot. Don't you think it would have been better if you was like peg something better than clip? Because clips are usually like pinching it or something, like holding papers together, like paper clip. Never mind.
Okay. Let's see.
You've never been the best with your English.
Now we have Valor Prime in super mode. Alright, so now that we have Valor Prime in super mode, let's talk about all of his capabilities.
How about we talk about his fingers?
Oh yeah, he has like blaster fingers, as you can see here.
I guess he can literally like finger gun somebody, like to death.
And here we go. His
Like
thumbs posable.
Cuphead or something.
His thumbs are posable, as you can see here. His head also has blasters right here. As you can see, you can angle them down.
Where else does he have blasters?
And then, as you can see, blasters up there. And then he can also fold this forward.
Nobody can see that. Oh, there you go.
And
now
then, so you
he's
know,
threatening the audience.
as you can see, his
He
blaster.
also still has all these blasters up here.
Yeah, his blaster.
'Cause
His
we already
burning
talked about
justice cannon, as I like to call it.
But he's a firefighter, shouldn't be like water.
Mm-hmm.
Should be
Anyway.
just like liquid justice cannon.
After I fold that all the way back.
And make lots of noise.
There we go, we have that.
What was...
Okay. So after we have that, his blasters, and then he also has wrist cannons right here.
Oh, wow. What next? Does he have like a cannon in his finger? Oh, yeah, he does. Cannon on his
Anyway.
shoulder.
Now he has cannons on both of his hands. So now, let's get on to comparison. Here he is to Destosaurus. Now, they're about the same height.
He's
Destosaurus
taller.
might be a little bit
No,
taller.
he's taller. Look at this.
Well, that's what he said. Kind of. And his cannon is kind of popping off. There you go. Now they're the same height. Now Scourge is definitely shorter than
He looks
him.
like he could be like his son.
Here he is next to Optimus. Here he is next to Citadel. So now Citadel is really tiny. You can't
even see him.
There he is.
Where's the really tiny Optimus that we have? Yeah, there we go.
And here he is next to Core Class Optimus.
Wow, it's like...
And then, let's find one more thing to compare
It's like a nesting doll.
Of Optimus. Or
Optimi.
And here he is next to Deluxe Class Bombshell. So now that we have all of those out of the way, now let's move on to Ultra Magnus. Or should I say, for the name that I came up with him, Titan Magnus. Before we move on, I know, like a little time rewind moment. He also has
You didn't rewind time.
Here, he also has his Energon Matrix right here. Let's zoom in on that. As you can see, it's like kind of light green. As you can see
nice
there.
color, like it. That was like green. It was in blue.
As you can see.
He has a stand.
Yeah, he can also stand on this stand. Pretty cool. Alright, so now, let's get back to our concurrent timeline. And let's review Titan Magnus. We have to rewind time again. I know, crazy.
Oh my lord.
Here he is next to Armada Optimus. Armada Optimus is a little bit smaller. But anyway, let's get back to the main event, Ultra Magnus. Or should I say, Titan Prime. This is Titan Magnus in vehicle form. As you can see, Blue Bolt is at the top. So basically, in this mode, he can hold 3 cars, but with Blue Bolt at the top, he can only hold 2. So let me show you.
Wait, why?
Because she takes up a slot.
Oh yeah, 1, 2, 3.
But no, this also takes up a slot. His backpack takes up a slot.
Oh.
As you can see, sideburn can go in there.
And then you can hold 3. Okay.
And then side swipe can go at the top. And
And
if you
then-
remove Blue Bolts, there'd be enough room for 3 of them. But Blue Bolts is currently a mainstay up there right now. So
Alright.
now, let's compare him to Siege Ultra Magnus.
Big size difference.
Yeah, big size difference. He's much larger, but this toy was semi-based off of this figure. As you can see with the front parts, they look eerily similar.
Are you sure?
Like you see the front part poking out. Other than other Ultra Magnuses, they don't have that.
Oh yeah, the overall top shape looks.
He
kinda
cannot
similar.
carry any Autobots because he's supposed to be a Cybertronian mode.
You can carry like a can of soda.
And then for last but not least, Commander Class Studio Series Ultra
Move
Magnus.
it over a little bit. There you go.
He can hold up to 4 cars, but you know.
Oh,
can
so he
hold
can
2
hold
at the
more
top.
cars than him.
Yeah, 2 at the top and then 2 at the bottom, which Ultra Magnus can only hold 1 at the bottom because his jetpack takes a lot of room.
Well, yeah, if you have a jetpack, it'll probably be pretty big.
So, you know, they're basically the same size. So now let's get him into robot mode. The first step to his transformation is we have to remove Blue Bolt.
Do you have to?
Yes.
What if I don't?
There's no area to, like, transform them. And then second of all, have to move the legs down. Make sure you unclip these side panels. Fold this forward. Make sure everything clips in. Raise them.
What if it doesn't clip in?
Well then you have to make sure it does because that could actually break the figure.
Oh.
Yeah. Raise this piece above the other one. Fold them out. And since it's kind of like the original toy, it's kind of a parts former. So you see these. Let me see if I
I
can.
don't see it. What are you pointing to? That?
You see these white pieces? You have to fold them out.
They can't see. Let me just.
And then, so now he's in parts. So now you have like the leg pieces. You see these are the front of the legs. You have to pull these down. Unfold them. Throw them away. Separate the legs.
Hey, you can see it is really in parts.
Yeah. Fold that down. Fold the niche in.
Niche?
Niche and pads down.
How can you have a knee shin pad?
Okay, they're kind of the same.
Your shins are down here and your knee is up here. It's like.
Okay, look, I don't think too much into it.
But. Got one leg.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want the leg to be on camera, do you?
There you go.
But there you go.
And then get the other leg.
Move your hand out there.
Fold out the upper leg piece.
Made a nice sound.
Put them together. Now we have both of the legs out of the way.
Once you clip together, there you go.
Now we have to move on to the rest of Ultra Magnus.
Or
Titan Magnus.
there you go.
Once you do that, you basically have to fold everything out of the way.
Could you keep your hand in like one spot? I have to keep moving to the thing.
And then fold up the front part of the trailer forward towards the top. And fold that down. Hold his arms up. Here you have the hand. Hold out the hand.
What next?
You have to fold
The jetpack?
Yeah, the jetpack.
Why does the jetpack have wings? Or something like wings?
So it can help it fly. It needs
Looks more like an elytra from Minecraft.
mhm.
They can't see. Yeah, there you
Okay, so now that we have, make sure the arms are clipped in.
What if I don't? Will it explode?
Nope, but it just makes the robot mode look much better. And then slide the two pieces together. And then we have Ultra Magnus in robot
Titan
mode.
Magnus.
Titan Magnus in the robot mode.
Cool.
You can also store blue bolts in like different areas so he's less hollow. So first, what you have to do is unpeg his chest. Flip this part up. Which unpegging his chest also reveals his energon matrix, as you can see here.
Well, that's cool.
Here's the front part. Here's the back part. It goes back in to the back.
Wow, he is really hollow.
Yeah.
You fit like a cup in there.
Mm-hmm.
Or like a few marbles. I think you're supposed
Take out part blue bolt.
They can't see.
Peg this part in like that. Fold it down.
So blue bolts basically just makes him look better.
Yeah. Turn him around.
What about this leg area? Can you fix that up?
Yeah. Unpeg these. Like these should just be able to go in.
Sure. Sure they can, I believe you.
Here we go.
They can't see it. Your big head is blocking. There you
Tab in like that.
That didn't help that much.
Well, he has other parts, you realize that.
They have like this and this.
They're gonna help.
Uh-huh. I don't trust and or believe.
Okay, so as you see, that part helps.
Slightly.
Like angle
They can't
this
even
down.
see it.
As you can see, that helps there. Let me take a quick look at the instructions because I forgot where the rest of it goes. Aha.
Aha. Eureka.
Fold those in like that. Fold that in right there.
It looks slightly better.
And then
Could you like move your like that doesn't really help.
And then you put the final pieces in right here.
And now he just has better legs. Why would he just look like this normally? I don't know.
Because he needs to be a car carrier.
Oh.
Now let's move on to size comparison.
Who should we size compare first?
Here he is next to 86 Optimus. He still towers over him.
He's like like a half of him tall.
Here he is next to Cerebros, very tiny.
He's like his entire foot.
Here he is next to Studio Series Ultra Magnus. He's still a little bit taller. Here he is next to Siege Netflix Ultra Magnus.
You have to mention those from Netflix.
Yeah, well, it was a spoiler pack, so. And here's one last comparison. You have two more. Here he is next to Valor Prime. Super
Powered
mode.
up. He's still actually slightly taller, which I don't believe. Here he is next to Michelangelo.
Mm-hmm. And speaking of that, we have one more. Here he is next to Armada Optimus Prime Super Mode, which he's actually shorter than. Huh. So, now that we have that out of the way, let's go over his story. Titan Magnus. Function, Heavy Assault Commander. Motto, strength means nothing without the will to fight. Tech specs, strength 10, intelligence 8, speed 7, endurance 10, rank 9, courage 10, firepower 10, skill 8.
I think he's a little bit overpowered.
Profile, a lone warrior who believes in raw strength is the key to victory. Titan Magnus has always walked a different path than Valor Prime, though they fight for the same cause. His belief in power over diplomacy puts him at odds with Valor Prime. Refusing to rely on teamwork, Titan Magnus sees alliances as weaknesses, believing that only those who can stand alone are truly strong. Armed with the devastating Blue Bolt's blaster, he can fire concentrated plasma missiles that can tear through Decepticon armor with ease. His Titan gauntlets, these his hands, just so you know, allow him to overpower most foes in hand-to-hand combat, and his armor is nearly impenetrable. However, his stubborn nature often leads him into reckless situations, forcing him to rely on those he cannot trust or refuses to trust. Despite his differences with Valor Prime, fate binds them together. When their battle demands it, their combination into Apex Prime, whereas this box is called Omega Prime, unleashes a power even Titan Magnus cannot ignore. Yet deep down, if he wonders, if strength alone isn't enough, what does it truly mean to be a warrior?
Wow, that's cool. How long did it take you to write that?
A little while to come up with all these stories. Alright, so now let's take a quick look at Blue Bolts. Okay, so here we have Blue Bolt in her weapon blaster mode and like her cannon mode.
Yeah.
And then how you connect them is
You probably need this, don't you?
yeah. Ultra Magnus has pegs,
Oh, this chest.
and then
It's like a cool
those
chest
connect
blaster.
with Blue Bolt if I can get them to connect without the parts falling off.
Kind of reminds me of Rio Blast with that chest blaster. Because Rio Blast has like this. Let me see if it gets his head. Yeah, there you go.
And there we have the chest blaster.
Yeah, cool.
Blue bolts also can like just come apart in general to become different weapons for Ultra Magnus.
Just more guns, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Yeah. So even more like Rio Blast. Just a lot of guns.
I'll show you with this hand. You flip down the peg on this hand. Like that. And then fold this out of the way. And then you peg it in.
I think you should try going from under instead of going over to do it, because then your arms are blocking the way.
Okay. Let me peg in the arm.
Hey, here's what's over here.
Wait, technical difficulties. There we go. As we see, we can have it connected like that. And then now, let's transform Blue Bolts. What you want to do is you want to unpeg these. Unfold the legs. Like this. Like this. And then turn it around. As you turn this body part around. And then fold out her head. Plug in her arm.
So what's the story of Blue Bolts?
We will get to that little convoy. And then now you have the cannon. And here we have Blue Bolt. What's funny is that she does not have any hands. She just has blasters.
So like, how does she like eat or like do anything that requires fingers or
I see
hands?
her more as like she most of the time she stays connected to Magnus until battle commences. So now let's read her bio.
Okay.
Blue Bolts. Function, living arsenal. Motto, lightning strikes twice when I'm around. Tech specs, strength 7, intelligence 8, speed 9, endurance 7, rank 7, courage 10, firepower 10, skill 9. A sentient weaponizer. Blue Bolt is a high energy, high altitude warrior who strives in the heat of battle. Designed for adaptability, she can transform into a weapons pack that enhances the power of Titan Magnus and the combined form of Apex Prime, amplifying their firepower to legendary levels. Her twin Blue Bolt cannons, these right here, unleash devastating arcs of plasma energy, striking energies with pinpoint accuracy, while her shockwave emitters can short-circuit enemy systems in close combat. Those are supposed to be like her feats, like whenever she stomps, she emits like short-circuit enemy shockwave emitters.
Okay.
Though built for combat, Blue Bolt is far from a mindless weapon. She fiercely independent and refuses to be treated like just another tool for war. She often clashes with Titan Magnus over his lone wolf mentality, insisting that even the strongest warriors need backup. Despite her defiance, she remains loyal to him, always ready to power up his arsenal or challenge his worldview with sharp wit and electrifying force. When wielded by Apex Prime, Blue Bolt reaches her full potential, becoming the ultimate conduit for Primus's energy. Whether in the hands of Prime or fighting on her own, she's always ready to strike with the speed and fury of a thunderstorm. So now let's move on to the main event, Omega Prime, or Apex Prime. Before we get to that, we forgot to show off that he can also connect to the stand. What you need is this extra piece, though, that came with it. You plug it in there, and then it goes
His
in there,
legs out of the way.
and then he pegs in like that, right there. So pretty cool. Now let's get to Omega Prime.
Combine!
Alright, so first what we're gonna have to do is disconnect his arm. Like that. And as you see, that reveals the Omega Prime hand.
Cool.
And let's put this over. Okay, so first, the thing that we're gonna want to do is unclip Ultra Magnus's arm.
What should be hand?
Well, hands. And then as you can see, fold them all the way around.
And then you see the other hand.
And then you want to use it to connect to Optimus with these pegs.
Move your hand.
Yeah, the pegs right there. Fold them down. And then fold everything into place on Optimus. And for Optimus, what you're going to want to do, fold away his head like you did for Superman. Fold away the light bar. Fold up the the torso.
So it's maximum height?
No. Go to that like medium height.
So what's the maximum height for?
To fold to vehicle mode. Like that. And then unfold the same arm, do the same for the other arm. Get it ready. Put it in the peg so they're handshaking. This is the English struggle. Give me a second with convoy. There we
Okay.
go.
There you go. Second hand/arm done.
Now we're gonna want to move over to Ultra Magnus, because this is where a lot of the stuff is gonna be happening. Unpeg his legs. Unpeg them. Pull the leg like that. And then make sure you extend the feet like that.
Huh. I can't wait to see how tall they are when they combine.
They're gonna be around the same height as Fire, as the Superman.
Well, then I guess they'll still be good at basketball.
But one leg complete. Did the same thing for this leg. Pull down the foot. Right. Oh, I had it folded the wrong way. There we go. And fold this leg piece forward. Okay, both legs are done.
So now do you put him inside the legs?
Mm-hmm. Fold the heels down from Optimus.
I just think he's like wearing some really big shoes, like some boots or something.
Make sure the pegs are all pegged in for the legs. So, one leg ready. And then we have the other leg. Oh, fold this leg in.
Wow, he's already really tall.
Yeah.
But half the rest of him, he just looks like he's wearing big shoes, as I already said.
And then, now we're going to move over to what's left of Ultra Magnus.
That sounds wrong, like really bad.
What you're going to want to do, kind of fold up like that.
His colors remind me of Shattered Glass Megatron.
Hmm?
I said his colors remind me of Shattered Glass Megatron.
Yeah, they're very similar.
Like the whites and blues and stuff.
So as you see, you want to kind of have everything formatted like this.
Alright.
And then, so you have the jetpack and everything. Unfold these parts.
Where's the head?
You're gonna see in a minute.
All right.
Fold over the doors, or like the other windows.
Doors.
Fold over these blue pieces. And then fold over the red pieces for his shoulder pad. Fold out these red pieces. Fold this, what you see as Magnus, up. Fold what's going to be Omega Prime's chest over.
Wow.
And then so now we're gonna bring in
Optimus.
And then you see these gray clips? Main camera? Yeah. You're gonna want to put them into right here. So kind of spread his chest back.
I don't know why I just yawned, but I just did.
Make sure that everything is split. There.
What about the Matrix sword?
We're gonna get to that after we get it combined.
I'll go get that then. I know they chose the tip to be purple. Purple is usually like a bad color for like evil people. Maybe the Decepticon symbol is literally purple, not to mention purple guy. Is he finished?
Almost.
What's next? He looks pretty finished to me.
You have to attach blue bolts.
Let us know in the comments if you have any, like, if you have this one at home too.
Here we go. Ultimate Energy Combiner, Omega Prime. The original US toy didn't come with any other accessories, but in the Japanese variant, it came with the Matrix blade. As you can see, very cool. It has some Cybertronian there. The original toy, it was used for Fortress Maximus's sword. So as you can see, it is very tall.
It's taller than him.
Yeah. So how you plug it in, you see there's grooves on the sword right here. You plug it into his hand. Let me pull up his hand. And you see these grooves right here.
Then you put the grooves in the grooves.
Mm-hmm.
Is it like, does he hold it with two hands?
He can.
Wait. Or Fortress Maximus. Can Fortress Maximus...
Fortress Maximus cannot hold it. This is just
for him?
Unique for him.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, this figure is pretty awesome. It has chrome in different areas. It's very inspired by both the original toys and how it looked in the show. Because as you can see, Ultra Magnus isn't an off-white color. He's literally just white. And so that's a pretty cool figure. But the review is not over yet. We have a stop motion that we're going to show you in 3, 2, 1.